call me or text me from if I haven't.
Oh, you never answer.
That's my ringer's on.
Your ringer was on earlier, apparently, and I called you and you didn't answer.
Well, now it definitely should be. So. Making sure. Hello?
Just making sure it works.
My ringtone scared me.
Good.
Yeah, scared me.
What was it? Ducks quacking?
Yeah.
That's what it sounded like. All right, I just had to check and make sure it was going to work.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. I gotta get the fuck up. Get up, get up, get up.
Up, get.
It's week 9 of the 2025 season. And coming up, we'll see the electric Jaden Daniels. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Cowboys and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, it's that time of the year. A little bit more urgency. The Cowboys. Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up with.
2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That's taken in, Keon Coleman. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for our Cowboys.
Here's a run with the rookie from Ohio State. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
When you go out and invest in a young guy like this to be part of your backfield's future, you got to find ways to get him involved early, and I think here's a case of doing just that.
Daniels now on first down. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll run it with Gus Edwards. And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Daniels. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be brought down. This has been a solid opening drive, knocking on the door, 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. So the ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Lone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be taken down, let's call it the 7-yard line. And here comes 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. It's Daniels. Some determined running, but they're going to stop him short of the goal line.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week. When we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now whistles and a timeout. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Now Daniels throwing on 1st. This will be intercepted by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get it back here just past the 35. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Edger and Cooper, they're on the tackle. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Saints move out to a 7-3 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 15. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Throwing now, Daniels. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Right away, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
Here's a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is caught. He gets the hook up with Rice. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. Daniels gonna throw again. Working the right side, taken in by Rice. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
He's out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Now a give up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Dallas. Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Quick hitting slant there. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll air one out for Higgins. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now it's Tracy looking to run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Here's 2nd and 6. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get this inside the 20, a nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. Been a good drive, but they need to convert here on 3rd and 5. Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
Short kick taken at the 17. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the toss, they'll run. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 13.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Now, out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. Slayton is the man in motion. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on 1st down. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. The Cowboys have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Well, we know this defense was #1 ranked overall coming into the game, and they are just adding to with the performance here in the 1st half. And this time, Greg, they put 6 points on the board with the fumble return for touchdown.
Yeah, and Mike, you know, when we talk about the top-ranked defense, we know they're going to be stingy with the amount of yards they give up. But it's often the takeaways that separate you. And in this case, not only are they able to take the ball away, they're able to take it back for 6.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Saints offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On the ground, here's Tracy. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 2nd down.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down, New Orleans.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down, Saints.
A carry here for Tracy. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face second down and 7. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Now they'll set up to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense is trying to stretch the field vertically. They're trying to put as many receivers into the coverage deep as possible. But you know what you need? You need time. You need to allow those guys to get downfield. But when you have a pass rush like this, they don't let that time unfold, and that pocket collapsed and results in a sack.
Here's Jake Camarda now, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here's first and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's caught left side by Odunze. It's a nice start to the drive. A gain of 10 and a quick first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down. They'll throw with Daniels. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On the tackle. A 2-yard gain. It's fourth down.
Here's Michael Dixon now, as he is on to punt for Dallas. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Saints offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start first and 10. They'll run with Tracy. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. That'll mark them back half the distance, and they'll go from there. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. try to get this one on the ground. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second, as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. The Saints will punt this one away, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. This is fielded well short of midfield. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Throw left side, but that's going to be incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a second down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. That is DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack.
At the 30-yard line.
Daniels to throw on second down. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1. Now a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Here's Daniels. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but has the first down. They took the chance, threw it on 4th down, and they end up with 1st and goal. To the end zone. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where it was the Dolphins who were able to pick up the victory at home. Jordan Travis, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Jonathan Brooks, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast and check on the Bucs at home in Tampa. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bucs trying to finish that one off and claim victory. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. To return is Greg Dortch. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Saints offense going to have the first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
To the ground, a first down run. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Doesn't matter the level of football, Mike. If they can't stop it, keep running it until they can. And I think that's what we're seeing here on this drive. Back-to-back explosive gains on the ground. I would imagine at some point the defense gives it a different look.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Saints are able to cut it to 4, 17 to 13. So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Off the zone read, Daniels going to hang on to it. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Now Daniels. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Motion man is Rice. Throwing on second down, Daniels. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Here's Daniels. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. He is in. Breaking straight. Touchdown, Cowboys.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. If you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Drive will start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc. And that's exactly what happened here.
The Saints lining up in punt formation as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Cowboys offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 38-yard line.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They bring the tight end in motion. He'll get this out wide. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. Ooh. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Cowboys offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here, they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out? The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Throwing now, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will stay right where it is.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A run here with Tracy on second down. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's the way they'll switch ends as this third quarter has come to an end. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here now, 3rd and 5. Open man, that's Slayton. 10 yards, the gain on the pitch and catch. It's good for a Saints first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And he's going to have the Saints first down as they get 5 on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on third and goal. That one taken in. Touchdown, Saints. Second touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
He'll look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense getting set to get back to work. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. They'll begin here on the ground. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play. RPO, they throw it to Rice. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Now a run on first down. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. On second down, it's Daniels. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Daniels now going to look to throw. That is caught back corner of the end zone. Roll, Ogunze. Touchdown, Dallas. everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the fourth quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Dortch now to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Throwing now on 3rd and long. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down. They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will take this down close to a first down. Pickup of 9. They've got him a yard short of the sticks. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Going to try to pick up the first down with a zone read. Saints going to use their second timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And it'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And once again, they try the same runner. They get the same result. Back-to-back carries of no gain. Now it's 3rd down. Now a give on the ground.
The running back, again the ball carrier. Pete Werner on the stop. A gain of 7. It's
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That's taken in. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Tight end on the move left. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out first, second, third down. All 3 incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So it's a win for the Cowboys. They're able to bounce back after a difficult loss a week ago, respond with a much better overall performance, and it culminates in a victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys, as we say so long from Arlington.